Hi, it's Darnell with Way Over Recipes, and today I'm going to be making Einkorn chocolate chip cookies using einkorn flour, which is an ancient grain. If you hadn't heard about it, I definitely recommend that you look into it. But these cookies turn out pretty nice, and I'm also going to be adding a little bit of black walnuts to give them a little extra flavor too. And so I hope that you enjoy this recipe, and let's get cooking right now. Alright, so let's go over the ingredients. First, I have 2 cups of all-purpose einkorn flour. There is a whole wheat einkorn flour that's even more helpful than this, but this all-purpose einkorn flour alone is better than any of the other types of flour out there, except for the whole grain einkorn flour. But definitely research this, look into this. This is some awesome stuff. And in addition to that, I've got 1 tablespoon of ground flax meal. And this flax, what it does is it helps to balance out the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio to get us to the 4:1, well really even better than 4:1 ratio using a tablespoon of flax powder. And so I'm just going to put that right in there. Our next ingredient, about 85% cocoa dark chocolate chips. And so you can use the chocolate chips your choice in there. And so next ingredient is a 1/2 cup of black walnuts. These do help give it a nicer bite and flavor. And the next ingredient is, you can use either a 1/4 cup of granulated sweetener, or I'm using a 1/2 tablespoon of organic monk fruit extract powder, because a little bit of this goes a very long way. So just tossing that right in there. Now some of it's not coming out, so I'm just going to get the rest of that out in there. The next ingredient is 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and so just put that in there. And the next ingredient is 1/2 of a teaspoon of sea salt. And now we move to the wet ingredients, and we've got 2 large eggs in there in the bowl, and here we've got a full stick of melted butter. This is unsalted grass-fed butter that I'm using. So I just pour that in there with the eggs. And the next ingredient is 2 tablespoons of organic dark maple syrup. So put that right in there with the rest of the wet ingredients. And the final ingredient is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract here. So just pour that in there. And so now I'm going to mix the wet ingredients up here and the dry ingredients up, and then I'll get them mixed together as a batter. Alright, so now I've got the dry ingredients mixed and the wet ingredients mixed, and I want to point out that you always pour your wet into your dry, not the other way around, and things will just go much better for you. So pouring that on in there like that. Now I'm just going to mix the flour and the wet ingredients all together to make the batter. So now I'm going to take the bake pan and just spray it with some extra light olive oil. Don't confuse this with regular olive oil. It has a much higher smoke point and doesn't taint the flavor of cookies. So this is a hand pump sprayer, not a can aerosol sprayer. Much better to use this type than the can aerosol stuff. And so now I'm basically going to scoop out some batter to make 12 cookies and just set them each out here on the pan. Alright, so I've got them all laid out, and I'm just kind of patting all of them a little bit, just so they aren't too kind of bunched up, you know, just to give them some room to just kind of flatten out a bit, and they should be good with that. Alright, so move things around a little bit so you can get a better view of the cooker. Cookies are over there just waiting to go in, but we're going to move the rack, because we've got to move that up to the cookies rack, and that's the middle rack level here. And I'm going to go down to the cookie setting, well, up to the cookie setting here. So there we've got 350, and I'm going to need at least 30 minutes, I think, or maybe less or more, we'll see. But we got 350, 30 minutes, going to hit start to start preheating. The Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer has finished preheating. So getting the cookies on in here. I'm going to close up and just going to let those go ahead and cook. Alright, 20 minutes have passed. I'm just going to go in and check things. The Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer does not have an auto pause door. And yeah, they seem like they're done. So I'm going to stop it here. And just let you have a look. See what you make of these. Let me get them out and get them a little closer to you. And tell me what you think. I'm going to set them aside, let them cool down a little bit, and then we'll do a taste test of one. So thank God for the cookie, and let's go ahead and do a taste. Now I should always have water, but I don't, so that's why it took a while to get it down. But it's got a little crunch on the outside, and then the inside is like a moist bite inside. And it tastes good because it's got like the chocolate, it's got the nuts. Everything turned out well. You see, I didn't move it, and everything came out pretty even. Overall, it was even cooked, which is very nice. And so now you know how to do Einkorn chocolate chip cookies. And you can use a cooker like the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer or another one of your choice. But it's a very helpful thing, in my opinion, to do, to use the Einkorn flour with some, like the flax to get your omega balance right and all that. It's a real good deal. So, with all of that said, if you did like the video, nothing in this video is sponsored, given to me. In the video description, there are lots of ways to help the channel, such as my cookbook, merch, membership, donations, links to a lot of shops that you know very well, and you could buy the product from, and I get a commission off of that. Also, there's the shop icon. You can use that to buy it as well. I get a commission there. You can always check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. Again, that's superwaveovenrecipes.com. Nice website there, and you can check out this and a lot of other things even before I was on YouTube. Also, you can use the hype button. You can hit that up to 3 times to help get this video out to more people. And you can also do things like give this video a thumbs up, and much thanks to you who do watch the ads. I know sometimes they might be a little annoying, but those do help the channel also. Also, you can share this video with a friend. You can leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.